everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a quick 35-minute strong level 2-3 class. So there's nothing particularly fancy in here, but we do a lot of planks and a lot of strong kind of core work. So if that's not something that you enjoy, then this is definitely not the class for you. If you do enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend, and let me know comments or feedback in the comments section below. We are going to get started straight away in a high plank pose. So if there's any other movements that you need to do, or pranayama or anything that you want to do to start your practice, then please go forward and do that. And the same at the end. We don't have a very long cool down, so please feel free to take time at the end or go on to other movement or whatever it is that you're doing at the end. But when you are ready, we are going to meet in a high plank pose. Start in a high plank pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, energy out through the legs, feet hips distance apart. Engage through the thighs, gentle tuck of the belly upwards, so you're not jamming your rib cage and your pelvis together. You're still lengthening through the spine, but you're not creating a bird bath in your lower back. Engage through the lats, the big side body muscles. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take 5 more long, deep breaths here. Gentle tenting in through the fingertips like you're trying to grip at the mat. Press energy through the hands to press away from the floor so you're not just sinking into the wrists. From here, you're going to bring the big toes to touch. You can modify if you need to. Otherwise, you're rolling to the outside edge of the right foot, sending that left arm up to the sky, Vashisthasana. Keep drawing down through that right lat. Left hip stacks on top of the right. Gaze is wherever's neutral. And you're imagining that you're leaning up against the wall, so don't let your upper body collapse forward. You're really long through the whole body. One more breath here. And come back through plank. You're going to take that left hand down, stack or stagger the feet, come into your Vashisthasana, left side. Set up your alignment point. Nice long deep breaths. One more breath here. Come back through your plank pose. Lower down one forearm at a time, forearm plank. We're going to hold here, same alignment points as your plank, except now your elbows are underneath your shoulders instead of your wrists. Try and keep your forearms parallel if you can. Your palms can face each other, face down, face up. Press the floor away with your forearms. Don't let your head drop towards the floor. One more breath here. Turn your right fist in towards your left elbow as much as you need to feel safe in that shoulder, and then come into baby Vashisthasana on the right hand side. Make any modifications you need. Lean up against your invisible wall. Take one more breath. Bring it through center, and you're going to go straight to the other side. Nothing like a few plank holds to get the body warm. Come back through center, and you're going to walk those toes in. We're coming into dolphin pose. Bend the knees as much as you need to here to keep long through the spine. The head is off the floor, the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Take a moment, shake your head, yes and no, release any tension. From here, you're going to walk those feet back into your forearm plank. Slowly lower the pelvis down, the legs down. Legs will probably come first. You're going to draw the elbows back towards the ribcage, shine the chest forward in your Sphinx pose. Once again, you're taking those ears away from the shoulders or the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the tailbone, gently press the pubic bone down. And then gaze is neutral, so I don't want you to crank your neck and look all the way forward. Your gaze is down to your thumbs. Keep pulling the elbows back, keep reaching the chest forward. You should feel this really working in the upper back muscles. Take one more breath here. And then slowly lower down all the way to the floor. Take the fingertips off to the side. Elbows come up towards the ceiling. Inhale, peel up, wide-armed cobra. And then as you exhale, you're going to dip the right shoulder down, look to the left. Keep pressing the feet into the floor. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, look to the right. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, look left. Inhale, center. Exhale, look right. Inhale, come through center, lift tall. As you exhale, see if you can shoot those arms off to a capital T. Keep as much height as you can. Keep pressing the feet down into the floor. Keep lengthening through the lower back. Gaze is neutral. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck under the toes, knees up or down, come through plank or tabletop. And then send it all the way back into your first downward facing dog. Bend and straighten one knee at a time, pedal out through the backs of the legs. And then you're going to keep this motion in through the legs. You're just going to start to walk yourself forward. Shift yourself forward into a high plank pose. Keep the movement of the legs. So you're holding your high plank, but you're slowly bending one knee to tap the ground at a time. So my pelvis isn't really shifting much side to side. You're trying to get that movement to come through the articulation of the foot and the knee, as opposed to just dropping one side of your body. You're going to take 2 more breaths. Keep alternating here. And then come back to your high plank pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to float the right leg to the height of the hip. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, one-legged plank. As you exhale, round and tuck, knee to nose. Inhale, one-legged plank. 2 more like that. Step the right foot down, high plank pose, take an inhale. Always take a break when you need to. Exhale, float that left leg up. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, round, left knee to the nose. So the knee comes to the nose, you're not shifting the body back. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, single leg plank. 2 more. Inhale, single leg plank. Set the foot down. Shift it back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, sweep that right leg all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, shift forward, round, knee to nose. Step the right foot in between the hands. Plant the left hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale, open the right arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread it under. See if you can tap towards your left knee. Inhale, open the right arm to the sky. Exhale, twist it under. Take 3 more like that. Should feel really nice. Stay strong and lifted in the back leg. This time as you open up that right arm, you're going to step all the way back into your side plank. Modify however you need to. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to continue with that twist. Thread the right arm underneath the left. Turn the torso towards the floor. Inhale, open it back up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open it up. Take 3 more here. Inhale into your side plank. You're going to step your right foot behind your left if it wasn't already. So your left foot is now stagnant in front of the right. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead. As you exhale, you're going to crunch right knee, left elbow. Keep the left leg floating if you can. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, extend long. 3 more. Inhale back to your side plank. Exhale into your plank. Take an inhale, shift forward. Our first chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. We're going to hold. Shoulders are in line with the elbows or slightly higher. Try and get your elbows to stack over your wrists as much as you can. And the rest of your body is in plank. So nice and long through the legs. Press energy through the heels. Gaze is neutral. Neck is relaxed. Two more breaths. Lower all the way down to the belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the chest up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, peel up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll down. One more, inhale, peel up, baby cobra. Keep the hands as they are. Keep pulling the heels back towards the hip, the heels of the hands back towards the hips. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, keep the lower back long. You're just going to float the legs up. Keep actively pulling those hands back towards the hips. Relax the shoulders. Spin the inner thighs up towards the sky. Stay here, or maybe you're floating the fingertips towards the back of the room, coming into locust. Maybe you're staying here. Otherwise, you're taking a swim with the lower legs, like you're trying to swim away from a shark. Keep lifting the chest. We're here for 3 more breaths. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees up or down, plank pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose, step it all the way through. Plant the right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread it under. See if you can tap the right thigh. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread through. Take 3 more here. Oh, it's a hard life, isn't it, puppy dog? One more. This time as you open up that left arm, you're going to come all the way into your side plank. Take an inhale. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. Left arm underneath the right. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, open it up. 3 more here. Inhale into your side plank. Step that left foot behind the right, stagger your feet. Inhale, send the left arm long overhead. As you exhale, crunch right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it long, floating side plank. Exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Take 3 more here. Inhale, reach it long. As you exhale, come back to your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to hold, drop the knees. Otherwise, 8 little baby push-ups, half range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Your choice, up dog, cobra, locust pose. Exhale, come back to the work, chaturanga. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward dog. Look to the top of the mat, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Inhale, take it through your vinyasa. You can always skip that second chaturanga and skip all the chaturangas if you want. Step, walk, or float to the top. We've got 1 more round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Take it through. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Make sure you can see your toes, your knees track in line with your second and third toes. Sink energy back through the hips, reach energy forward through the fingers. From here, we're just going to take a little march. So you're going to keep your chair. You're just going to shift weight from one foot to the other, lift the other knee into the chest. You can take your hands to your hips and make sure that you're not rotating your pelvis forward and backwards with every step, and you're not swinging out to the side. You're trying to keep that pelvis as neutral as you can, really engage through the glutes. Try and keep the knees facing the same direction as the toes. So if you need to turn out a little bit in your hips to do your chair pose, then that's fine. I just want your knees, as much as possible, going in that same direction. Take 1 more each side or make yourself even. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Right hand comes to the center of the mat. Bend the right knee. Inhale, lengthen that left arm towards the sky. So you should feel a nice big stretch in through your left hamstring here. Take 1 more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Switch it out. Bend the left knee. Inhale, open that right arm to the sky. 1 more cycle of breath. Exhale, forward fold, just to the breath now. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right arm up. Left knee is bending. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend right knee, left arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend left knee, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Come back, plank pose. Take an inhale here in your plank. Exhale, float the right leg up. Take an inhale here. The torso won't round. We're going to take this on a 4 count, really slow, right knee, left elbow. So take an inhale, and then as you exhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can touch the left elbow, and then 4 count back. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do it again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slow cross. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it at the elbow. Inhale it to the left wrist. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, wrist. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, wrist. 3 more. And then it's a 4 count back to your high plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your high plank. Always feel free to take a break whenever you need to. Inhale here. Exhale, float the left leg up. Inhale. As you exhale, it's a 4 count to the left elbow. 3, to the right elbow. 2, 1. See if you can tap onto that right elbow. Take it back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Take it to the cross for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch the elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist. 3 more. Send it back to your plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, inhale. Chaturanga, you're down. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, back to your chaturanga. 4 little push-ups for 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank pose. Exhale, downward dog. We are not messing around today. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Inhale, sweep that right arm to the sky. As you exhale, pick yourself up. Revolved crescent. Right hip is in line with the left hip. You're slightly drawing the right hip forward as you spiral the right rib cage back and then reach long through the wingspan of your arms. Inhale, you're going to come back to your crescent lunge. As you exhale, you're going to lower that left knee all the way down to the floor. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, you can do one of 2 things. You could either just bend your left knee here and ow, hamstring cramp, and grab onto your foot and come into the quad stretch up nice and tall. If your hamstrings are unhappy like mine, you're probably better to pitch yourself forward. See if you can reach back with that right hand for the left foot. Open the chest towards the right side of the mat. Option to drop to the outside edge of that right foot if that feels good in your body. Release that left foot. Inhale, take the hands up, low crescent. As you exhale, you're going to hook that left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Take an inhale, tuck under the back toes. As you exhale, you're going to lift the back knee. We've ended up in our revolving lunge. You're going to take an inhale here. Look down towards the right foot for more stability. As you exhale, you're going to step the left foot up. Even out the kneecaps, twisted chair. Inhale, you're stepping back into your lunge. Exhale, you're up into your chair. 3 more, just like that. You're really heavy through the right leg. You're going to step it up into your twisted chair, even off the kneecaps. Draw that right hip back, open the right rib cage towards the sky. Option to open the arms or take any binds that you have here in your practice. Option to stay here, otherwise you can squat all the way down, make a little shelf with your arms. Side crow. You could take side crow, you could take fallen angel, you could take kundinyasana. Any arm balance that you have here, feel free to go. You came into your arm balance. We're all going to meet back in that twisted chair. Take an inhale, untwist your chair. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Take it through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, open that left arm to the sky. As you exhale, pick yourself all the way up, coming into that revolving crescent. Inhale, come back through center crescent lunge. As you exhale, lower that back knee all the way to the floor. Once again, you could stay high, reach back for that right leg with the hands. Otherwise, come a little bit longer in your lunge. Bend that right knee in, reach back with the left hand. Open up the torso towards the left side of the room. Release that back foot. Come back through your Anjaneyasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, right elbow hooks to the outside edge of the left leg. Come into your twist. Tuck under the back toes, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, lift that back knee, coming into your revolving lunge. Look down towards that front foot if you need more stability. If you want to challenge yourself, look elsewhere. As you exhale, you're going to step that right foot up to meet the left into your chair. And then inhale, step it back into your lunge. Exhale into your chair. Inhale to your lunge. Take 3 more. Step it up, hold your chair. Even out through the kneecaps, sit back through the hips. Twist a little deeper. You took an arm balance on the first side. You can take it here on the second side. Let me see how I go with my foot. Trying to get into this. Yeet. You came into an arm balance. You're slowly going to set yourself down. Come back into that twisting chair. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, come back into your high plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale. You're going to come down one forearm at a time. Forearm plank. Feet are about hips distance apart. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to windshield wiper the heels to the right as you tap the right hip down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, heels come left, tap the left hip down. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. We're going to do 10 more. We're going to do 8 more on each side. One more each side. Turn the right fist in, come into a side plank on that right forearm. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to as you inhale, you're going to tap the right hip to the floor. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, the left elbow comes towards the right, rotate it down. Exhale, open. Inhale, dip the hip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, elbow comes towards the right. Exhale, open. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, open. 4 more. Last one. Bring it through center. You're going to come straight to the other side. So as you inhale, you're going to dip the left hip. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, rotate the chest down. Right elbow taps inside of the left. Exhale, open it up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, pick it up. 6 more. One more. Come back through your forearm plank. Lower the hips down. We're coming back into that Sphinx pose. Take a nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. One more breath here. You're going to take an inhale. Your release is going to be a Superman. So as you exhale, shoot the arms out in front of you. Shoot the legs back. See if you can hold as much height as you can. Gaze is down. Neck is relaxed. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the elbows back. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach forward. Legs are strong. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, bring it forward. 4 more here. Feet in the floor, hands behind the head like you're under arrest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to dip the right elbow to the floor. Inhale at center. Exhale, left elbow to the floor. Inhale through center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. 2 more each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, press the floor away. Child's pose. Keep the left arm extended. Thread the right arm underneath the left. Come into your thread the needle. And then take the right arm forward. Thread the left arm under. Other side. Come back through center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll up through cat pose and make your way onto your seat. We're going to come into a seated twist, so you can take whatever you want, but I'm going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right heel comes by the left hip. Left foot stamps across the outside of the right leg. Left hand behind. Inhale, reach that right arm up. And then as you exhale, cross, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, or you can just hug around that left knee. Sit nice and tall. And then take a brief moment to derotate. And come to the other side. So left heel will come by the right hip. right foot will step across the left leg. Right hand will come behind. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, cross, hook, hug. Take whatever twist you're taking. Try and keep your hips even on the floor. And then you slowly unwind, rotate the other direction. And then come back to center. You're going to finish in a cross-legged position. We're just going to take some torso rolls. So what you're thinking of is just moving your rib cage on your pelvis. So you're not doing like a huge big belly dancing move. I want you to see if you can isolate just the rib cage. It's a really little movement, just pivoting around the spine. You should feel your abs working quite a lot here. And then you're going to rotate it in the other direction. And then we're going to start to make this bigger. So now you're just going to take full big circles, like you're circling your spine around the base of your pelvis. And then change directions. And then come to center. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. And come through heart center, big open mouth. Exhale, fold forward. Feel free to come to any other resting positions, stretches, movements that you need to. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. As you go forward, may you have kindness in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and generosity in your heart. Namaste.